Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised his disciples, Gramma Katha na kohibe. Gramma Katha. Gramma means pertaining to the village, society, neighborhood. People are interested in talking. The Gramma Katha. Gram, from Gram. Just like the newspaper. The newspaper is full of Gramma Katha. There is no spiritual understanding. The whole newspaper, here we have got 4, 5, 10 pages newspaper, and in the USA they have got bunch, one load of newspaper, full of Brahma Katha. There was an estimation that the New York Times required to publish one day's publication to kill so many trees, because the paper is now scarcity. Why? Because they're killing the trees and making this Gramma Katha newspaper bunch of. Usually, they are making profit. Natad Bachas Chitra Padam Hare Jas. The devotees, Bhagavad, they say, Natad Bachas Chitra Padam. Very nicely spoken, figuratively, metaphorically, ornamentally. Chitra Padam. Natad Bachas Chitra Padam Hare Jasa Pravinita Karivichi. But there is no sense of Krishna Katha. There are two kinds of Kathas, Gramma Katha and Krishna Katha. So, any literature which is very nicely presented from literary point of view, metaphorically, figuratively, but there is no glorification of the Supreme Lord. Natad Bachas Chitra Padam Hare Jasa Na Pravinita Karichi Tad Vayasam Tirtham Usanti Manasa. That is like the place for pleasure of the crows. Even in the bird society, there are crows and there are swans. You find the crows are interested in a place where filthy things are thrown out. All nasty things are thrown out. The crows will come and they will enjoy it. By nature. But the swans will not come. The white swans, they require very nice clear water with lotus flower in a garden and birds are chirping. They are interested. Similarly, there are men crows-like and there are men swan-like. That is nature's division. So, Natad Bachas Chitra Padam Hare Jasa Praginita Karichi Tad Vayasam Tirtham Usanti Manasa. Manasa means those who live in the Manas Sarovar. In Bombay, I don't find any such place, but in Western countries, especially in London, there are many nice parks, very clear water, and in America also, wherever these Europeans have settled, in Sydney, Australia, there are many nice parks with water. Formerly in India also, in the old Dwarka, Mathura, the parks were there. Parks are necessary for cleansing the mind. So, the fact is that as there there are classes of birds which are called crows, and there are classes of birds which are called swans, white swans. Birds of the same feather flock together. That is an English proverb. The crows will mix with crows, and the swans will mix with swans. Therefore, the devotees are swans, and the most advanced devotee is called Hansa Paramhansa. Paramhansa. So, those who are Hansas, they are not interested in the matter for the crows. Therefore, a Hansa, a Paramhansa, when he hears a question from a person about transcendental, Uttama, Shreya Uttama, Tasmad Gurum Prapaddeta Jigyasu, Shreyam Uttama. A person who is interested to enter about the transcendental subject matter, Krishna Katha, then the person who is questioned, he becomes very glad. Therefore, Kapil Dev, when he heard from his mother so many nice questions, how to be delivered from this material bondage environment, sammoha, apapnadeva sammoham apakastum tamavasi, jo avagraham ahamamameti, etasmin jyotitasthaya. This verse we have discussed. And taking shelter, this is the process. The mother is not ordering the son. It doesn't matter whether he is son or somebody else. When one is interested in Uttama, Tasmad Jigyasu Shreyam Uttama. Shreya and Freya, there are two things. Shreya and Freya. It's like children, they like to play. That is called Freya. Freya. Very nice. But Shreya means go to school and take education for future improvement of life. That is called Shreya. So, human beings should be interested in Shreya, not in prayer. That is not human. Prayer means immediately gives me some sense pleasure. I will wait. No. That is human life. Ahara Nidra Bhayamaitvam, we require these things. We require to eat something for maintaining the body. But not that we shall be accustomed to eat very palatable things. No, that is not good. Bhalo na khaibe, bhalo na koribe. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised his disciples, never eat very palatable foodstuff. Never talk these village talks. In ordinary novel, literature, newspaper, people. Fortunately, in our society, there is no newspaper. You may be surprised. How is that? In modern age, especially the Europeans and Americans, they do not take any interest in newspaper. In their country, if one does not take newspaper, it is horrible. It is horrible. Newspaper is so popular in the Western countries. There are so many newspapers, and each newspaper is publishing 3-4 times editions. And they are all selling. But you will find that these boys, these American boys who have come to Krishna consciousness, They have kicked out newspaper. No more. Because there is no Krishna Katha, they don't like to read. This is called Bhakti Parisanubhava Vidakti Annatrasya. This is the test. We do not know what is the happening there. It does not matter. It is waste of time. Better at that time read some literature like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, in many places. Why you should waste the valuable time of your life? So, Gopinte was very glad. It is Samatru, Niravadda Mitru. The mother, when he saw the mother is interested only for spiritual advancement. Niravadda. Niravadda, uncontaminated. Abadda. Niravadda. If she comes, Vishamma, after hearing the question, what sort of question? Pungsam abhavadda vardhanam. To answer to this question means one who will hear this answer which I shall give, that is very, very convenient for liberation. Abhavadda. This material word is called pavadda. And to nullify it is called pavadda. Pavadda means pa. This is called pavadda. In the letter arrangement, there is ka varga, cha varga, ta varga, ta varga, 5 vargas, and pavadda. Material life is called pavadda. Pa. Pa means parisam. Simply labor. And so much labor, the fall, there is pain of foam. You'll find in the horses, hard labor, there is foam. We have sometimes foam, dry throat. That is paw. Bow. Bow means, and bow means birth. And bow means birth. Birth means futile. Why they are laboring so much? Big men, they have no time. Big businessmen. I've seen in New York, big businessmen, no time even to eat. Simply eating a dry bread and cup of tea. But he is working very hard. Very hard. Pavarga, and Bavarga. Bavarga means, Ba means birth. And Bha means always fearful boy. English is Ba. Ma means Maran. Finish. Pa to Ma. Pa means beginning with Parisram and Ma means Mrityu. So this is material. So, if you want to nullify this, that is called apavarga. Here it is called apavarga vardhanam. How to increase interest in liberation. People have become so dull, they do not understand what is the meaning of liberation. They do not understand. Just like animal. The animal is informed that there is liberation. What he will understand? He will not understand. It is not possible for him. Similarly, at the present moment, the human society has become exactly like animals. They do not know what is meaning of apavarga, liberation. They do not know. But time was there when people understood that this human life is meant for apavarga, to cease from the business of that is called apavarga. So, the questions made by devotee and the answers which will be given by Kapil Dev, that is apavarga. That is what? This is the instruction of the whole Vedas. Tasaiva heta prajateta kovita. For apavarga. Everyone would try. Everyone should try his best. And what about my maintenance? The maintenance, the Shastra never gives any strength. Then you try for maintenance. The Shastra says, it will come. It is already there. It will come. But we have no such faith that God is giving food to the animals, to the birds, to the beasts, to the trees, everyone. And why He shall not give me? Let me engage my time for apavarga. They have no faith, they have no education. Therefore, good association required. Not the close association, but swans association. Then this sense comes. So this Krishna consciousness movement means they are creating a society of swans, not of crows. Not of crows. The crows are not interested. They are interested in that left out, garbage. They are interested. Punachar vidachar banana. Punachar vidachar. That's why we throw away. After eating, we throw away the leaf. There are some remnants of food stuff. And the crows come, the dogs come. They are interested. They will not say, a sane man will not go there. But these crows and dogs will go there. So this world is like that. Punach charvita banana. Chewing the chew. Just like you chew one sugar cane and throw it on the street. But if somebody comes again to chew it, then he's a fool. He must know the juice has been taken out from that sugar cane. What shall I get by chewing? But there are animals like that. They want to chew again. So, our this material society means chewing the chew. A father gives education to his son to earning livelihood, gets him married and settles him. He knows that this kind of business, earning money and marrying, begetting children, I have done, but I am not satisfied. So why I am engaging my son in this business? This is called chewing the chew. Chewing the same thing. I have not been satisfied with this business. But why I am engaging my son also? The real father is he who does not allow his son to taste the chewing the chew. That is real. Pitana sasya, janani nasasya, namo chaita, samupita mrittam. This is real contraception. A father, a man should not desire to become a father. A woman should not desire to become a mother unless they are fit to save the children from the impending clutches of death. That is the duty of father and mother. And how one can be saved? The saved means if the father and mother together gives education to the son about Krishna consciousness, then he can be saved. The father's mother's duty is the same of our government. Of our government to give education in such a way Then no more power, no more parishram, no more pain, no more God, no more Bhakti, no more moral. That is called apavardhava. This is the real human life. Human society cultivating knowledge in such a way that apavardhava, gradually we are going forward for liberation. That is human civilization. Otherwise it is cats and dogs civilization. The same thing. Puna puna charavita charvata. Again eating, sleeping. That's all. Hearing and dying. This is general process. Ahara nidra bhayamai sunamcha. Eating, sleeping, and sex life, and defending, and dying. So, under this regulation, the dogs and cats are there. But the human life is meant for other purposes. Besides this, of course, we have got this body, we have to maintain it. It is not that we should neglect. In our society, we don't advise that you should neglect your body. But don't unnecessarily be engaged simply for maintaining body. Jasyapa buddhi punapeti dhātute sadhi kaladra disubho mahishvati jatritha buddhi salile nakarhichi janesu abhigyesu saiva gopala. Janesu abhigyesu. Just like we are reading this literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, they are very avijñā. Kapildev, Devahati is asking from Kapildev because he is avijñā. He knows very well how to liberate. So people who are not interested, janesu avijñesu, saiva gopala. The animals are not here. In this temple, the human beings are expected to come here, not the animals. Cats and dogs, they cannot come here. So anyone who does not take advantage of the instruction of avijñā, they are simply cats and dogs. They are not human beings. Here we have got, in India especially, so nice literature, Vedic literature, essence of Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, Nigama Kalpataru Galitam Phalam. It is recommended that Nigama means Vedas. Nigama is compared with the tree. Nigama Kalpataru. Kalpataru means desert. From the Vedas you can take all kinds of education, knowledge. Therefore it is called Kalpataru. So, as of the tree, there are fruits and ripened fruit. That's like mango tree. There are fruit, green mango and ripened mango. The ripened mango is very interesting. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened mango of the desire tree of Vedic knowledge. Nigama kalpataru galitam phalam idam sukhamukha. And everyone knows that a ripe fruit in the tree is tasted by the parrot. It becomes twice tasty. So, Sukadeva Goswami, Sukapakhi, Suka means parrot. He is speaking, Sukhamukha, Sarvasamhita, Pivata, Bhuvibhavata, Rasamara. These are the recommendations. So, people are not interested. It is a very great matter of regret that in India, where these literatures are available, where the sages and saintly persons left for us such nice literature, Vidya Bhagavata, the limit of all education, Srimad Bhagavatam, they are not interested. They are interested in some other Marx literature, called Marx literature, not Bhagavad. This is the India's response. So, anyway, if somebody is interested, it is his fortune, because such kind of instruction as they are available in the Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, they are Apavartam, Apavartam, Nishamma, Pungsham, Apavartam, Pungsham. But the people in general, Apavartam, Dhya Abhinam. But actually, a person advanced in spiritual life, somebody comes to him to inquire, because it is the system. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevoya. Tad vijnanatham gurumeva viyache. This is the instruction. So, when a person comes to a transcendentalist to inquire about Srila Uttama, means transcendental subject matter, he becomes very happy. He becomes very happy. One who hears very attentively about the spiritual subject matter, the spiritual master becomes very happy. So, Kapila became very happy by seeing his mother so eager to understand about the spiritual subject matter. Therefore, Dhyam Abhinanda. Thank you, my dear mother. Thank you very much. You are so interested in the subject matter, because people are not interested. But when he saw that the family, head of the family, his mother was interested, he became very happy, and therefore Abhinanda, thank her. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Why? Now, Atmavatam Satam Bhuti. You are asking the subject matter to know from me, which is approved by the Atmavatam. Atmavatam means self-realized person. Self-realized. Without self-realized person, nobody can inquire about Uttama, Srila Uttama. Everyone is interested the immediate pleasing things, immediate pleasing. I want to taste something which is very tasteful to my tongue. Never mind whether it is not eatable or eatable. Just like hogs and pigs, they have got a taste to eat stool, and they like it. They like religion. Everyone, I think, in India they have got experience. When they go to pass through, they will feed. The hog is waiting to test. They are so much addicted. Similarly, we have begun to test anything and everything like hog. There is no discrimination. There is no restriction. Because they have no tapasya. Tapasya, when you understand this subject matter, spiritual realization means tapasya. Tapasya. But it has been made easy by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very easy. Chedadarpanamajanam bhava mahagavagni nipapanam param vijayati Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Little doubts. Just spare little time and chant Hare Krishna. This much tapasya we are not ready. Etadasi tavukipa bhagavan mama ki duddhaiva samiha janina. Krishna is more interested to get us in the Apavartma money and the path of liberation. And he has given very simple method. Chant Hare Krishna. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam. Still, Nam Nam Karimam, Bahuda, Vijasatva Shakti, Tatradvita, Niyamita Smaranena Kala. And to practice this chanting of Hare Krishna, there is no hard and fast rule. Niyamita Smaranena Kala. Any time, whatever, you can chant and you get perfection. Thank you.
Transcendentalists are those who are advanced in spiritual life. If they hear question from someone who asks to how to progress in spiritual life, then they become very happy. They are not interested in mundane worldly talk like news and gossip. These worldly talks are useless. The devotee Bhagavad says, very nice, any literature very nicely spoken, metaphorically, figuratively, if any literature it is very nice. But if there is no glorification of the Lord, then this literature is a place for pleasure of crows. But swans will not like to take pleasure in such literatures. Parks are very necessary for pleasing the mind. I wrote in the points, so some points will become. Birds of same feather fly together. So the devotees are swan and they are not interested in the matter of crows. A person who is interested to inquire about Krishna Katha, then the transcendental person who hears this question becomes very, very much pleased. When one is interested in Shreyas, inquiry, not in prayers, immediate sense pleasure, then that is human life. That person is living human life. Never eat very palatable foodstuffs. Never talk worldly talks, said by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because in news, worldly talks, because in worldly talks there is no Krishna Katha, it does not matter to read it and it's simply waste of valuable time. Kapil Dev was very glad to hear question from his mother because that question will lead everybody to apavarga, to nullify the material life. Otherwise, everybody is living in bhavarga, material worldly life. So Prabhupada said, simply labor. Fa means parishram, simply labor, and then ba means birth, and ba means bhai. Huh?
Ba is birth.
Vyarth, and then bhai and mukti. So everybody is simply living this kind of pavarga life. So how to increase interest in liberation is apavarga. Nobody is interested in liberation. People have become so dull, they don't know what is meant by liberation.
Fa means pain.
Foam.
We work so hard that the foam will come out like a donkey. Fa is parishram. Pena or
Foam. Bha means bhai.
Ba means birth.
Vyartha and then bha means bhai.
Birth means useless.
Waste.
There are a couple meanings for the ba. Ba is also considered bandhan, bondage. Birth. Ba is also birth as well. Birth, bandhan.
Prabhupada did not say about fena. He just said parishram. He did not say that word fena. He said parishram. But actual meaning is fena.
No. No, for,
He did not say about Fena, he said only about Parishram.
Foam, he said.
So foam he said in English, yeah.
Fena,
And then
foam.
he said for he said birth.
yes.
Birth he said, birth he said.
But he said birth, but yeah, birth meaning bondage, bandhan.
Bandhan. And then so what he said that everybody is interested in liberation. No, they don't know how. Sorry, yeah, people became so dull that they don't know what is meant by liberation. Shastra does not give any instruction to try for maintenance of life.
Wow.
So it will automatically come. We don't have to struggle for our maintenance. So that's what Prabhupada said, that Shastra doesn't give any instruction. In entire Shastra Vedas there is no way how to maintain your life. Krishna consciousness is creating a society of swans, not of crows. Crows are interested in garbage. This world is like chewing the chew. Sugarcane, example of sugarcane, Prabhupada is giving. And then Prabhupada is saying that father engages his son in some family or worldly life, even after going through some difficulties, thinking that he was, maybe his son might have better life. This he did not, I just wrote.
Yeah, that's good.
So father and mother should not beget children if they cannot save their children from this material life. Human society should cultivate this apavarga, a mentality, not just eating, sleeping, sex life, depending and dying. The human life is meant for other purposes besides this. We should not neglect bodily needs, but we should not fully indulge in it. Very minimal. In the temples, only human comes. Cats and dogs cannot come to temple because they cannot understand anything. They are in ignorance. Those who want to stay in ignorance are simply living life of cats and dogs. Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened mango of desire tree of Vedic knowledge. If the ripened fruit is tasted by parrot, it becomes more tasty. Sukdev Goswami is like that parrot. So from the mouth of Sukdev Goswami, Srimad Bhagavatam is coming. People are not interested in Srimad Bhagavatam. They are interested in some other literatures. If someone is interested in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is their great fortune. When a person advances in a spiritual life, a person comes to transcendentalism, he becomes very happy. Spiritual master becomes very happy if a disciple is inquiring how to get rid of the spiritual material life. Kapil Dev became very happy to see his mother interested in inquiry and thanked his mother. I want to taste. Oh, so Prabhupada said this. I want to taste, which is very tasty to my tongue, without any discrimination of whether it is eatable or not. So example of hog. Hog just goes and eat anything like stool and all. It is very tasty for them. Huh?
Very strong point.
Yeah. That is what.
Repeat that statement again.
I want to eat, Prabhupada is saying, like I want to taste which is very tasty to my tongue without discrimination of whether it is eatable or not, like how meat eating and all everything. Because there is no tapasya. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made it very easy. He says just spare little time and chant Hare Krishna. Very simple method, chant Hare Krishna. There is no hard and fast rule in chanting Hare Krishna. Anytime, anywhere you can chant.
You see, so one nice thing, he conclude the whole lecture with Hare Krishna mantra.
Yeah.
Hare Nam, Hare Nam, yeah.
Hare Nam.
So if a simple question to be asked, how to follow all these points, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mama. That's why, and he's saying it's very easy, very simple method. Just spend some
How
time.
practical, right? How practical. Like he conclude with Hare Krishna mantra. Oh, you want to say anything?
Pretty much for everything.
It's okay, like what?
So, Prabhupada is directing that if you don't focus on elevating your consciousness,
प्रभु जी थोड़ा पास में माइक रखो, we can't hear.
find the same loop of achieving the truth. Mahaprabhu gave a lot of causeless mercy to this mission. But he tells us, don't eat too luxuriously and don't avoid only talk. That is very easy, simple way to uplift our consciousness. It should not be like crows, it should be like swans. And there is hamsas, which are actually who actually reside in Manas Sarovar. And that's Paramahamsa. And like somebody, an advanced devotee is called Paramahamsa. So unless we have the association of Paramahamsa, we cannot listen to these topics of spiritual topics. And also, Prabhupada also speaks about Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is a ripened fruit of Vedic literature. Nigama kalpatara garikam param sukam kadam mritadrava samhita. Like the food that is tasted by the palate is more tasty. And Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Guraho Rasika Bhuri Avuka. So Prabhupada is saying everyone should be like Rasika. The Rasikas are somebody who has taste for this spiritual topic. And those who have that consciousness, they only can relish that subject matter, subject Bhagavad. Otherwise, they will be very much attached to the mundane topics.
One point to add. Prabhupada said, right, do not eat luxurious food. What is the meaning of that? What is counted as luxurious food? But right, he also said that
Which is rich actually.
Rich.
And but for for devotees, generally in the beginning stages, Prabhupada says, don't eat nicely.
Yes.
Up to here, right?
Here also he said maintain the body appropriately.
Maintain the body appropriately. And later, as the devotees became advanced, Prabhupada said you should simplify your eating.
Become kneel. Yes. He used the word, yes. He used in some other lecture he used the word when we advance, then sleeping and eating will become kneel, complete kneel.
Yeah. But so that way, if we eat rich food, our body will tend to sleep more.
Yes.
And we need a lot of time in sleeping, eating and sleeping. So, but if we get higher taste, automatically you don't want to eat rich food because you feel sleepy, you feel dull and all this. So eat simple food, very simple food, and because you are already relishing here, you don't need dependence on this tasty food. But in the beginning, if you if you are not very advanced, you should have this nice tasty prasadam. Then you will be attached to Krishna prasadam and you will continue. Of course, that time you will sleep more and then work hard. But as we advance, our taste for these senses and sensual things will go down and we will be satisfied with water little bit. For just to maintain the body and soul together.
In one of his lecture he said that another meaning of eating luxurious food, like what is considered like too much palatable food kind of thing. So he said eating too frequently, just like say for example, if we eat at 10 a.m. after 2 hours somebody come with the kachori. He gave the example also like Bombay chocolate kachori or something. He said that. So Lauji खा लेते. It was in the lecture. Lauji खा लेते. So you just eat at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. somebody bring your favorite dish. So even though you eat one morsel, it is considered luxurious food because your body don't need that after 2 hours. So that another meaning he said that too much luxurious food meaning too much frequency, and even though body doesn't need it, just put it in the body. That is also harmful. So that's another thing.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, so luxurious food not strictly counted like somebody eats samosa then see this devotee is eating. No, it's not like Prabhupada said. If you're eating too frequently, after eating samosa now 1 hour after pizza, that is not something good. So if you want to add, you can add.
Yeah, that's what I
yes.
think.
It's eating too frequent. According to Ayurveda, 12 hours, we don't need anything. Once we eat it, after till 12 hours, body doesn't naturally feel hunger. It's just the mental hunger. So that's something. He give, I think, cut.
In window of 6 hours you can take.
Yeah, he said that
60
also.
60 hours you can take. And then, like, no, actually 2 meals are enough, good enough.
Mm.
Breakfast because it's lengthy fasting, right, in the night.
Some
And
devotees
then-
also eat three meals, which is good, like light portion, like morning 8 a.m., then probably 1-2 between, then 6, which is okay if it is a very little portion. I know many such devotees, which is okay. It's body habit, but the point here is control habit. That's the thing.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, ki jai, Ananta
Some people, you want to add something?
मिस हो गए यार, कैसे मिस हो गए हम लोग? We're not following Vaishnava